Good morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We're teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and here with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
So today we're talking about retirement as always, but you say there are timelines that should be in place to make sure we are on the right track, right?
Yes. Talking about retirement is fun.
Okay.
Having plans.
All right, having plans. Number one on this, timeline here, you say you should know how much income you will even need in retirement.
Yeah, I mean, people get in the habit of when I'm retired, I'm not going to spend money on this, I'm not going to spend money on this. The reality, but you have more time to spend money on other stuff, travel, going out, entertaining. So a lot of people retire and they, at least in the first few years, they spend more money. And even more so if they're going to move. So it's to get talking about that stuff so you make sure you're being realistic about what those numbers need to be before you retire so you can have more control over it.
Okay, that's step number one. Now, something else to consider here, catch up on those contributions.
Saving for retirement's a funny thing. And I mean, I talk all day, every day about saving for retirement. There is no magic number. People, have I done a good job? Yes. Should I save more? Yes. I mean, it's always good to save more, and it's figuring out the balance of living your life now, but also making sure that, when you retire, you can stay retired. A lot of people like to go back to work, but there are options that you have available to you where you can make these catch-up contributions, and they're really big and really important in those late years of retirement. So take a look at that and make sure you're taking full advantage of it.
All right, now leading up to retirement, something else to consider here is, figuring out how much you want to spend versus your legacy goals.
When I ask people, when you think about what you saved, what's most important, and let's say there's two people, our number one priority is to make sure that we have enough to live how we want to live for as long as we both live. And if there's something left, I want it to go to the kids, or this is where I want it to go. But it's not a priority, but yes, I'd like to be able to do it. So it's, figuring out that balance. We talk a lot about, do you have enough? But there's also people that retired, did a great job saving for retirement, put themselves in a great position, and are, lack of a better word, terrified to spend their own money, whether it's because of running out or because it's just uncomfortable to save, and then spend. So, get some help on that, because you didn't work hard, retire to never do anything that you want to do.
Right. So we've talked about saving, where our money's going. Another thing here is tax strategies, right? We got to be thinking about those.
Yeah, I joke about this all the time. How many people out there think taxes are going down? No one.
No
They're not going down. And we talk about Connecticut, which I love, but that's tough. And taxes will keep going up most likely. And if you retire in your early 60s, mid 60s, as a lot of people do, then you get into your 70s. Now your retirement accounts, you're forced to draw this money out. You're going to pay even more money in taxes, not being negative, but it's not just about how much you saved. Are you being smart about where you're drawing that money from? And people say, they're like, I don't really know how to draw it out, which most people don't know how or where to draw it out. So make sure that you have a plan for spending money too.
Right, and I would imagine with that and really all of the things we mentioned today, talking to a professional like yourself is always helpful, but you also do have an offer for our viewers to get a head start on all of this.
We do. It's the pre-retirement checklist. I like checklists because then, okay, I need to do this, this, and this, and I did one, I feel good about it, and now you're moving forward and you're building. So you're not just having the same conversations all the time or, yeah, we got to talk about that. So go to moneywisdomtv.com. It's the pre-retirement checklist. So pre-retirement means, if you're not retired, you should read this. moneywisdomtv.com. It's free. Encourage you to read it. It's a good little book.
All right, and the sooner the better, as always, I would imagine. Reading it would be beneficial. Great offer. Eric Hogarth, thanks so much. And again, you can learn more and receive this offer at moneywisdomtv.com. We will see you right back here next week.